Hi guys! So we're back. Now this should actually be the last episode. I'm actually going to just stick with following some kind of little blurb I have here for some of it. So it says to look for Animom in Picotee. So Picotee. And her daughter's name was Courtney May. North Carolina. So Corrine and her work together, which if we take a look at the confidential papers, it says 89. Or was it 89? Oh, it was 79. And we look through this stuff. Corrine Schwartz and Beatrice what? So then spider search her. Got nothing. Oh, Court. Okay, so we're supposed to spider search Courtney instead. True story of Jane Doe Roottree, courtesy of Courtney May Newton, formerly Watts. Our story was first. I was 100% confident there's nobody else who could be my father. Either they did the test wrong or it's a complete bullshit. She's not a liar. Okay. Sure. Don't remember his last name. That's her picture. And then that's her mom. Okay, so. Okay, so. Does it say here? Brighton and Corktail News Times, seeing 5 pence on the cover. Da 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 da. I do not know how they got her husband's name. I really do not know how this thing got his husband's name. But I guess I can put it in. They said his name is Daniel. I don't want to put in their stuff fully yet, because if I do that, I'm not sure if they will give me if they'll give me the stuff for him yet. You haven't found that clue yet. Okay, so what am I supposed to be looking for? Okay, so I guess we're supposed to follow his sheet now. Okay, so 5 pence issue. Okay, so yeah, that's what I'm missing. Okay. Although it's funny, because it said I got all the periodicals, so... Oh, wait. Yeah. Sir. Fountain of Small Park in Portland. The Fountain of Youth was originally conceived by Ruby Spratt. Portland blurb ends by calling her a new firm a double threat. Okay, so the rest of them seem like... I think I already have those, because... Okay. So I think Roottree Rift is the one where I'm missing a bunch of, like... Missing, like, a bunch of offshoots. Where's the 5 pence and news time one? Or is it not there anymore? Did I, like... Yeah. Which ones am I missing? So I'm missing 2 in the spider search part. Which I have no idea how they got. In there at all. And then for the magazines, I'm totally missing a bunch of stuff. Okay, well, it says she's from Portland, so we'll do... Foster care system. According to the article, Ruby Spratt grew up in a foster care system, was apparently the valedictorian of her class. Gold award. Ruby costs to raise money to build a fountain. She caused a foster fountain. The fountain has a few small pedestals that stick up high above the water. People are expected to toss coins in the fountain for good luck. Okay. Go away, ABG. Ruby legal and so what am I missing for his? Okay, I got that. So all of Ruby's stuff is looked up except for her Fountain of Youth thing, which is supposed to be looked up in the teleport because dedication ceremony. Poets, musicians, and dancers grew up together as close friends. Interesting. But the last one for... No, I have one more, which is the rift and the business stuff. Which is, I think, kind of stupid because I think it's going to say the same thing as the one about her legal company. And the article mentioned that nobody from Roottree has reached out. Source on the inside. 6 pieces and decided they wanted Ron to take over because of his experience running the company. Because he was well known and well respected Roottree. Okay. And then what was there was another thing in here. I can't remember where they said it. They said it somewhere in here that the DNA tests, where the DNA tests were from. Maybe it was on this one? I know someone said it somewhere what the DNA tests were going through, which is this company. I cannot remember where it is, though. Testing is a relatively new phenomenon. They used to provide some information about their process whenever they take a sample from persons. They put the name of the person on the test, David instead of Felix. Guy Hudson is dead. There's no DNA source for Guy. They tested Felix's hair versus a sample sent from the Roottree. It's listed as Jane Doe because it wasn't collected in person, but the Roottree company let them know it was from Bonnie Kellogg, Guy Hudson's sister. This is why it says a paternal aunt test. The left and right sets of numbers are essentially signatures that perfectly match the DNA of the two people in question, and nobody else. The way the test works is if certain parts of the signature are shared, then very likely two people were related. They don't seem to have any reason to create fake results or hide the truth. To alleged aunt who's listed as Jane Doe. Okay, so the only thing it says that I'm missing now, I think, is the white men can't jump thing, which I have no idea how you're supposed to get that from any of this, but it might be a name of a song, mixtape, song. Popular movie in 1992. I mean, the album had been released in 1994 at the earliest. Others claim that he was likely just trying to make himself sound older, since in response to some more questionable lyrics, he has stated multiple times that he's just a dumb kid when it was released. Oh, so he's actually older than what he's saying he is. Or is he younger than what he's saying he is? Do I have all of hers now, too? No, I don't. Okay, so what's hers? Oh, yeah, to look at her DNA test, of course. So she said they were done. Ryan and Corey. Yay! I found all the smoking guns. Law firm based in North Carolina. Winston Ryan and Gregory Quirk. Firm mostly handles DNA test result proved she was not a Roottree. Yeah, test you got. The test says there are virtually no chance that Annam's daughter, Courtney May, was a Roottree. It lists that DNA from Jane Doe was tested against the DNA of Bonnie Kellogg, nee Hudson, Guy's twin sister. The doctor circled the results in the signed paper. So did they mix up the results? I'm wondering if they mixed up the results. So, yeah, let's try that. Courtney is, and 5 pence is not. and she's in retail because they said she was working at a store. And she says she went to nursing school, so she's a nurse. Yeah. Final optional entries you found. Family tree complete. You did it. Yay. Can I have a booyah button? Thank you.
Beatrice and Courtney May. Clark, can you swing another test against Bonnie's DNA?
This time I'll be sure to have them verify both samples in person.
Using the family tree you filled out, as well as DNA tests, we were able to uncover the truth behind all the inconsistencies. Clark's handling the business, but I've come to thank you and fill you in on everything we've learned. Buckle up, because it's been one heck of a week. Actually, that's an understatement. It's not every week you discover your family company is being sabotaged by someone they trusted, but that's the kind of time we've been having. Like I said, buckle up. Maybe grab some popcorn. We'll start with Guy Hudson. Guy had a frankly ridiculous number of potential children. What shocked me is how many graduated from potential to confirmed. We can even prove he was aware of them. The smoking gun was how he used company money to pay off a lot of women. He hid it with a method inspired by his idol, Elias. 5-piece flavors. The flavors he was paying to research were a ruse. He developed flavors based on the initials of the women he was paying. Which was really stupid,
that makes
considering
sense.
one of their names started with X. Let's start with Christine. Guy was paying her under the name Caviar, but there were some other clues. James was born 9 months after Zach's party. Christine was there with Guy, and when she got pregnant, she panicked. Steve stepped up. He even turned it into one of his recipe stories.
Yep, for the pleated loaf.
Not all of Guy's affairs led to offspring. He may have slept with Robin Martin, but she didn't have children, so we'll never know.
True.
Also, not every child of Guy's affair partners were his. Robert Garland was born after his parents had already moved to Boston.
Nice.
Skipping Beatrice for now. Up next is Lang Xin-Yu. When Guy showed up in China, she was into America. And Americans. Dare I say redheads, even? When she got pregnant, her father paid key genes to fake IVF. They claimed her sister was unable to conceive, but her sister and Jerry had their own son, Mark.
True.
Sonia Alves was soon after. Nia was married at a very young age to a much older husband. She resented him. I don't blame her. They allegedly spent no time together in private. Guy was in Brazil during Christmas 1979. It's the only Christmas not in the record. Flavio was born 9 months later. And like the others, Guy started paying Sonia.
Yeah, makes sense.
Last was Susan Ford, hired to translate for Guy's overseas trips. It's easy to read into Guy's donation to her school, but there's no definitive proof there. She and Guy were witnessed together near the end of his life. Susan's husband was convinced he couldn't be the father of her daughters. Guy, though, paid double. The price of twins. So, what about 5Ps? Felix Fellow's mother, Joanna, doesn't have a 5 pieces flavor. On top of that, his story doesn't really add up. His mother already left the company by the time Guy became president, and his lyrics indicate he was born sometime around 1975. Alone, that wouldn't necessarily prove it. But there are some suspicious connections between Felix and the company's current lawyer, Ruby Spratt. They both grew up in Portland, in foster care, and according to the local paper, they definitely knew one another. Ruby was the one who approached the Roottrees to begin with. It was all us. Ruby and Felix saw my book's challenge to the Clancet Trust as an opportunity. His mother really had worked for Roottree, and Ruby was a respected lawyer. She exploited my family's greed, worked her way into control of the trust, and ensured Felix got a piece. But they made some mistakes along the way. If you look at the 2 DNA tests that Ruby handled, they were both supposedly tested against Bonnie Hudson. But the 2 signatures that should both represent Bonnie don't match up. After Clark and I confronted her, Ruby lawyered up. Ironic, I know. We suspect Ruby had Donatico test Felix against his own mother's DNA. He had a hairbrush of hers. They sent the female sample in remotely. On the second test, Bonnie's sample was tested locally, but Courtney May's was not. Ruby's been throwing away samples. We think she sent her own hair instead of Courtney May's, but it could have been anyone's. Ruby and Felix were in cahoots. As for why, they were both advocates of wealth redistribution. A noble effort. But once they controlled the family fortune, they became just as greedy as the worst members of my family. The money corrupted them. They were so eager to personally wield the wealth for their own cause that they sabotaged any other claims.
Nope.
That finally brings us to Anonymom, aka Beatrice Watts. Her tales of guys' parties and payoffs were she even approached Ruby before 5Ps was on news time. Ruby used Beatrice's truths to make Felix's lies feel real, then ruined the DNA test so that Beatrice looked phony in the public court of I feel worst for her in all of this.
Yep.
While Ruby and Felix stole the show, there were some other potential new family members as well. Miracle Roottree was less of an open and shut case. That said, it's very likely he had a son with Mary Beth Clementine, not Stuart. Mary Beth adopted him before she ever set foot in Butler County. That leaves Mark. The timeline fits. He showed up about 9 months after Mary Beth visited Miracle. And the basket baby story is a bit
too convenient.
If that's not enough on its own, he was also bailed out by the sister of Edith Roottree, Miracle Jr.'s wife, after she changed her name to win that silly contest. Our best guess is that Mark was told by his mother whose son he was, and used that fact to put some pressure on Miracle Jr. We have no real proof of that, but nothing else really makes sense for why they'd be connected in that way. Elias's affair was the most ambiguous. Gwyneth was able to coerce Elias to do things he wouldn't have otherwise done, like pressure to include me in the family. My son even mentioned them arguing about someone named Beth. Combined with Gwyneth's lisp, it's possible the name was actually Bess. Unfortunately, all we know about Bess Williams is that she wrote his book and died not long after, leaving her only son an orphan. The timeline fits with Wildcat, but there's no record if she had any other relationship. Honestly, I wouldn't say we had enough evidence. I wouldn't be surprised if Elias cheated. Of course, I'm a bit biased. Regardless, we haven't gotten in touch with any of the Williams clan yet. That means we haven't been able to do a DNA test. As Clark mentioned, from here on out, all of our DNA tests will be in person for both parties.
Yep. Inconclusive.
Lastly, we have a bit of a curveball. Ron Roottree isn't related to us by blood. Gwyn was definitely pregnant, so it's likely Robbie is. When Ron and Robbie went to visit their mother at the end of her life, something changed. Additionally, there have been a few rumors circling around Ron. RR Productions canceled the Guys Like Us remake due to the director's illness. At the same time, Ron's wife Penelope began doing benefits for Huntington's disease, stating that she had become familiar with it. Huntington's is the same disease that Gwyn's former co-star Leslie Florence had. It's passed from parent to child. It can't skip a generation. Because Gwyn and Wild Bill didn't have Huntington's, and Ron seems to, it's impossible Gwyn was his mother. I recently confirmed all this with Ron. At the end of her life, Gwyn told Ron the story. Leslie and Bill had an affair the same year Leslie learned she had Huntington's. Leslie got pregnant. Leslie wasn't likely to survive to see her child grow up.
Aww.
And even if she did, she didn't want to be a burden. She begged Gwyn and Wild Bill to adopt her child.
Aww.
Gwyn did. Mere weeks after she found out she was having her own son, she also took in Ron.
Aww.
Wild Bill was a problem. Unreliable and a serial adulterer. Gwyn divorced him and never saw him again. Gwyn had already told Starlet she was pregnant, so it never really made waves when people saw her with a child in Paris. There was gossip during her divorce when she was discovered to be pregnant again. In actuality, it was the final months of her only pregnancy. To lay low, she stayed in Paris long enough that even her own family never had reason to question the timeline.
Yeah.
It's one heck of a story, and frankly nobody could be expected to piece the timeline together. Not with what few mentions of Gwyn's past have survived. But the Huntingtons itself? That's proof. Ron suing Robbie to remove him from the Clancet Trust was a huge moment in my story, and a major catalyst for this entire investigation. Finding out that it's been pretty much backwards this whole time has been a bit surreal. So that's where we're at. Looking over the information you sent us was invaluable.
Yay!
You got everything absolutely correct.
Yay!
Why did we even bother hiring a team? You figured it all out solo. All this
Yay.
information, this entire story. It's a lot, in more ways than one. Some of it has the potential to destroy marriages and ruin relationships. We're handling it all very, very carefully. But we couldn't have gotten here without you. And with that, I guess our tale has finally, truly come to an end. What a strange one it was. No words can express how grateful I am to you for untangling this mess. Honestly, I've had enough of my family's eccentricities and scandals for one lifetime. I imagine you have as well. And if not, well, there's always Elias's and Gwyneth's brothers and sisters.
Oh, don't make that joke. Oh.
Hypocrites sitting back in your massive estates, built from the cash that your ancestors gave you, acting like you somehow deserve it based on your family's creations. Yo, but looky here, sonny, don't you come for our money, or you might burn bright in hellfire someday, like that Madsen chick and her two dads. My pappy's Clancet Trust should keep you away. Yo, it's disturbing catching a sermon from a geezer who's
Okay,
never
just
known
feeling your
how
work your vision is.
claims that somehow we're sinners.
Wee!
When all of your worth it came free with your name, you expect me to treat your lectures on greed as some expert creed
But-
from he without blame. But instead, I turn my other cheeks and spread them. When you give me a kiss, you'll know just where to aim.
Are we gonna have to listen to the whole song, man? I don't wanna listen to the whole song. I already did this earlier.
The root of all evil, just trying to make small pursuits of real people. You silver spoon feeds you the world's purest treacle, while real world folks burning spoons with a needle. So once more with passion, tell this poor tragic orphan your mansions and Porsches are actually horrible. How I'm better off penniless. extortion with your candy ass name, synonymous with sweets. Oh, you wanna call me classless? I'm gangster from Portland, but I play that game. I came up on the streets, the only
Okay, okay. I was like, there's got to be a way for me to get out of this. Okay, so let's just do the ending again. Nope, it has everybody locked in. All the answers correct. So I can just mess around now, I guess. What was the thing that was in the family doku, right? Family doku. Oh, where am I supposed to put that? Hold on. We'll try to do it last couple achievement things. Okay, so let's see if I do this. There we go. There's a family doku website for information on logic puzzle book written by Christopher. The post up of the puzzles. And they were making a full game freely available. Well, then how do I download it? I'm confused. Okay, Duck, what do you think? Into it. Okay. Okay, fine. I'll look for that. Oh, that's where you get the yes, I can jump. Ah! Ah. Oh, do. Business watch. Was the name Ling? Okay. Woo! Okay. What else do you want me to look up? No more hints. Okay. Woohoo. I got everything. Do I have all the evidence? I don't think I have all the evidence because I don't think I got that one. Find all the evidence in Roottrees Mania. Find all the evidence in the Roottrees Are Dead. Listen to all the music evidence. Uh, um, uh, See, I think I'm missing some things, but I'm not sure what. Um, Spruce treats the routine. Okay, fine then, I guess. Actually, family of ducks. Okay. Okay. Highlight anything from your spider search. Highlight. Then spider search and add it as a note. Okay. And turn off the internet. Then click on this one. Yeah! Okay, got that one. Okay. Internet's on. Yippee! After logging 9 built his cutscene. We discovered the periodicals. Loose ends part 1. Okay, so what do I got for the first evidence? Archived evidence. 5 pieces add. 5 pieces 1924, 1928. Life Between Wars. Boys and Girls Agree. Campaign mailer. Cherry Tree Sun preview. Cousins portraits, or the self-portrait. Then Consequentibor. Dr. Steve Wilson, and these are the cousin pictures that you get, yeah. Dr. Steve Wilson, Elias and Gwyneth, Got Milk picture, Gwen, Jack, Joke-O-Lantern, Newspaper clipping. Notable Roottrees. Paris, revisiting the diary. Rolling down to the city. Roottree Motors ad. Shove a candle. Steamy correspondence. Teen Blast. 5 pieces. The Free Spirits. The Next Generation. Rafty LaRue's. The story so far. Okay, so that's... Okay. The Wilson Kids. These Times. 3 Generations of Miracles. Watchmen of the Year. Watchmen in the Year 87. And Wolf Picture. So... What? So I got all of them. Why is it not... The story so far. But that's in this one now. Right? No. A confusing development. So where is the story so far in here? Or maybe I missed it. Okay, so what is the... What's the ones that I need for the root menu? 6 pieces. All your problems. Family Man, Bess Williams. Okay, this is out of order. So badly in this one. Okay, so all your problems. Then the 5 pence issue. Which is right there. Jane Joe Roottree article. That's there. Then the Family Man book. Which is this one. Carolyn Morden interview. There it is. Diary Cruelty. Which is there. Chris Rafferty in the Office. Got that. The Newest Jones. That. Company Records 1975. Got that. Regina Clementine email. Got that. Mary Beth Clementine. Got that. Mugshot. Got that. The Pleated Loaf. Got that. Chef's signature. Have that. Pico T missing pages. Yep. I got that. Pico T1. Flavio. Which is right there. Langjing. Where is she? There she is. Lucy Ling, which is this one. Baby photo, normal travel agency, telephoto, genetics article photo. Oh. I don't think I have that one. I thought I got that one. Oh, there it is. It's the two twins. The library statue. Got it. Barb Williams flyer. Got it. Wedding photo charity. It's this one. Got that. Wedding photo full. Got that. Beauty and Brat. Got it. Tutor advertisement. Oh, there it is. Unobscure photo. Yes. DNA test from Ryan and Cork. Beef baby. What the fuck is beef baby? Oh! Okay, so that's the last one I was looking for. I knew there was something from her. Okay, so I listened to all the muted audio files now. Okay, so I got all those, so I need to go back to the other game to see if this pops up. That says, look for the family daycare at home. Okay. Oh boy. Corbin Tilly. All marriage between a man and woman are most likely though. Siblings have been named in alphabetical order, first left right. There's Bethany and Martha. So I'm guessing Rob would be the patriarch. Bethany and Martha. There we go. Yay, I did good. Okay, so Apple, Apple, Susan Umber. So that means that's a boy. So there's 3 here. Okay. So the apple is probably right. Oh, excuse me. Is it Earl? I don't think it's confusing. Well, there's not any more apples, so the 2 that got married are the 2 daughters. So Carrie goes there and Gertrude goes there. And if his name has to be in the middle of those 2, so then Earl would go there and Sam would go there. There's 2 males named Sweeney and 1 female. So it'd probably go over here. LMNO. So then Mary would go there. Oh. Generational rules. Oh, okay. Yay, I got that one. Okay, father and son both share a first and last name. Son may have Junior appended as a pattern to the second and third. Okay. So Dean, I'm guessing, is the name, and Aaron seems to be a girl's name. LMNO P. So Michael goes there. But then that wouldn't work. Hold on. No, I think it goes like that. Confused. Unless... I think you guys got that wrong, though. LM. Oh, no, LMN. Okay. So then... Then there we go. Got it. Puzzle 4. Hyphenated last names are always created from the last name of both parents and the father's last name. Popper Locket, Popper Locket, Popper, Popper Locket, Popper Locket. Lol. There's a lot of poppers. How many poppers? 1, 2, 3, 4 males, 1 female. Guessing he would go there. Huh. What? First name must follow special generational rules. They don't have the same first name. But... Ah, okay. I was confused. Wally Hoot Jr. Dad was a hoot. I'm guessing Wally goes there. Margaret, Alicia. Maybe there's Alicia. Okay, so Eric doesn't go there. A girl goes there? Well, because this is... Amy, David, and Rod should go there because they're 3 of the same names, and there's no one else there that has the same name. And since Monroe, Claudia would go there. So then Eric Owl Jr. and then Eric Owl. And then AE. Would it be Margaret, then Quincy, then Wilbur. Then Bob would go there. I don't know those. Margaret. So then... Ah! Okay, I get it now. There we go. That took a bit. Also, I think this episode is going to be a little bit longer than normal because I'm trying to get all this stuff ready and done. And as Earl, only the first part of the last name will be passed down to his children. Okay. So Nancy, Sarah, and Patrick. So Nancy, Patrick. Okay, so that was wrong. So then he goes there. So then Carney is the other one. He goes there. So then yay! Got it! Eva Morella. Others hyphenated. Yeah, you're basically saying the same thing you said before. Okay, so this one needs 3 kids. The last name. So Horn, 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 Hamilton, 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 Horn. I think Horn is the name. Angela Marcus. So Hamilton. Yeah. I guess that means something more, I guess, than I thought. I'm missing a horn. The other one? See, I'm confused. There's more Hamiltons. Ah, got it. Okay, got like 3 more left. Oh, this is same-sex marriage. Jesse and Barbara. Okay, so we got Carlton. So 1, 2, 3 children. Carlton, Chung, Pew, Pew. A lot of pews. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so 9. There's 1, 2, 2 from that side, 3 from, or 2 from this side. Whoa. So that's gonna be a girl. Sprout. So there's 3 generations of Peter Sprout, so he has to be one of them. Where's the other Sprout names? Would Vincent goes there then? Uh-uh. So it'd be Sally, not her. Ah. So we know Tom's got to go there. I think that is what works. So it's either Sally that goes here. Or Jean that goes there. Got it! Last puzzle! Okay, so Justin Unger. He's adopted. Unan, Lane, Antonelli, Pepper. God, I have no idea. There's Peter and Peter. So that means they skipped a generation. And James are in the same, or one right after the other. So this one has, okay, so this one has 3 kids. This one has 3 kids, and this one has 2 kids, and that one has 1. So I wonder. What if it does that? See, I don't know, because then that would be too many peppers. That would work. Living. Trixie. That would work. And then Brittany married James. Maybe. Shonda, who adopted Misty and Peter, which she named after her dad. Got it! Yay! Exit. Okay, so after that, what's the next one? What am I missing now? Loose ends. So I'm missing the part 1 stuff. Looked into every conspiracy, let the machine handle it. It's all connected. After logging in, you should see a cutscene where you listen to radio. Roottree Curse, who leads you to Roottree Company, Guy and Ernie, Ryan Rubenskall, Thomas Overwood, Spirit Cola. It's all connected. 4 corners. Okay. Got it. Woo! Okay, what's the last one I need? The call screener. And what's the deal with all these Roottrees? Is the what's the deal just kind of getting... I'm guessing what's the deal is getting all of these. Call screener. Okay. So let's exit from here. We're going to go back to this one. So what evidence am I missing? Evidence. A partial explanation. Okay. So I got the cousins. 5 pieces add. Ah. Search. So go here. Public library. Okay. There we go. So the thing is the other one is letting the call go to voicemail after she gets caught the first time, or she wants to call me. So I can't do that one until I restart everything. And I believe that's the last one besides the Uchi Baba, which I'm guessing means that I get everything. So yeah, so I will do that one on my own time, but I think we're done with the Rootrees. I'll probably move on to Tales of Graces next, which I started on my streaming, and hopefully I can get started on here. I'll check to make sure. But yeah, have a good time, guys. Sorry it was a little bit longer than usual, but here you go.